there, do you see anything? It says like starting, stopping, blah blah blah.
Okay, I got a Saturday mornings air. Yes, yes. It looks like we're on.
We are on, my friend.
Welcome everyone to Saturday mornings, the after party, part 2.
I like yours better. We'll go with the after party.
We got 2 people on here. I got my man A Bark on here doing this thing. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, long time collector. Loves the culture just as much as we all do. Those of you that are watching, and he's been chomping at the bit to discuss Netflix Defenders. Where you at, man? Where you at with it so far?
I've watched I told myself I was gonna pace myself, watch like 2 episodes a night, but they do this thing every episode at the end where you get to the end and you're like, God damn it, now I gotta watch another episode. So
definitely.
I've been through 4 episodes now. I'm at the start of 5, but I thought I'd cut it off so we could at least have a discussion.
Yeah, because it depends on how everybody feels. I may go back to it, man. So far, at first I was like, God, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? It picks up to a point where it's like, yo, I'm about to binge this. I might crush through this weekend, man. And honestly, if I wasn't doing any of the live broadcasting, I'd be watching it.
Right? I'd probably be on episode 7 right now.
Right. I didn't care. I didn't really like Iron Fist, but and this is no spoilers. We're gonna discuss it. I like him with everyone else.
Right.
I couldn't get into him by itself because I just couldn't. Hey, baby, start it. If you don't see it on the page, is the link on the page? Hey, all right, we're about to take care of that right now. Technical support is about to put the link on the page.
I got it. Hey, tell her. Wait, hold on. Tell her to check. I just messaged her the link to the show.
Yeah, we are live, babe, but we're on YouTube live. But the link is on the page now.
Tell her to share that or whatever. Paste it, copy, share it. She got it.
Yeah. What was I saying? I didn't like him by itself. It's just I couldn't. I don't know, but I like him as kind of like the comic relief of the team.
Right.
If you even want to call him that, because the live action Netflix, they're pretty serious, man. It ain't that smart ass shit on there.
A little bit.
Because I was saying I don't see Luke Cage getting along with the cinematic universe Tony Stark's at all. Because Tony Stark is a straight sarcastic asshole, and they on some serious shit, especially Jessica Jones.
Right.
Who is your favorite, by the way? Yes.
I don't know what it is, man. There's something about Kristen Ritter herself. I love that she just doesn't. I love that she doesn't give a shit and she's not into it. Like they roll up, and there's not really any spoilers in this statement because you've seen it in every trailer.
Yeah, we're still on, babe.
They roll up. And they're all like stick, and everybody's like, "There's this war coming, and it's not just like your block or these people. Like it's New York." And she's like, "I ain't got time for this shit." Like I like that attitude. Like someone literally rolled up to their doorstep and been like, "Yo, like this whole city is going goodbye," and she's like, "Nah, I don't believe it. I got stuff to do." And I just love that attitude. I don't know what it is.
She ain't got time for the bullshit.
She's your typical New Yorker. Like she doesn't believe it. You know, there's other stuff going on. I just love it. I love like the facial, the looks she gives. Like it's just like when and it's in the trailer too. So again, I'm not spoiling anything. But when Matt walks in, when she's arrested, and Misty Knight's talking to her, and he's like, "Jessica Jones, don't say another word," and then she just looks at him like, "Who the fuck is this?" Like,
right. I don't know. Are you like I don't have time for this funky shit, man.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just that attitude that I like. I think it's awesome, but it's also weird. Like she's strong, but we don't know like how strong she is. Like in some.
Yeah, that's what I don't have a grasp on her. Is she bulletproof? She's not bulletproof.
I don't know. Like I'd like to hear your take on it, but it's weird. Like her power levels are kind of they're up and then they're down and they're up and they're down sometimes.
Yeah, because she takes hits. Like there was a and this is even from the other shows. Like she gets hit by like regular dudes,
Right.
and it reels her back. I'm like, I thought she was super strong. So I don't know. Maybe hopefully down the line of this, they kind of explain a little bit about how strong she is and her power set. I don't know, bro. And what else? I like the Cage and Iron Fist fight. I like that.
Yeah, so I'll just tell you like real quick. I'm not a reviews guy. Don't do all like long-winded reviews, whatever. But like the first episode was really cool to me. So the problem I think like with all four of the shows individually is like there are some episodes when you have 13 episodes each, an hour long. There's probably about 20 minutes of each episode where you're like, man, cut this shit out and just do. I want to see Luke Cage throwing people around. I want to see Jessica Jones sassing people. I want to see
I like that because
iron fisting and doing martial arts. Like every show, you're like, they could cut like 18 to 20 minutes of this out and I'd be fine.
Oh, absolutely.
The thing that I really liked was episode 1, and again, like no real spoilers, nothing. Is it was like 5 to 6 minutes cut, 5 to 6 minutes cut, like, and you were bouncing from hero to hero. And the thing I noticed was like each time it did that, it had the look, it had the soundtrack, it had the feel of each of those shows. Like I liked when it cut to Luke Cage, and it went back to the hip hop soundtrack from his show. It cut right in. It cut right in with Mos Def, and you were just like, dude, I'm back. Like, you know, it didn't try to have its own Defenders soundtrack.
Right.
Daredevil had its like eerie like New York back alley music. Jessica Jones had its like down, you know, it's like depressed, like, oh, I just can't do this anymore, like type vibe and stuff like that. And then Luke Cage got right into, you know, like hip hop heads, East Coast music. Like, I like that it wasn't trying to reinvent the wheel. It was rolling all 4 wheels at the same time. It was pretty awesome.
Right. Almost like it still felt like each character.
Yep.
And it's almost like a comic book crossover. That's something I noticed. And I like the dynamic and how, you know, each of them kind of communicate with each other. So far, I see a strong kinship with Iron Fist and Luke Cage. Because, you know, Luke Cage is this militant, like, yo, da, 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 and Danny Rand is just like carefree, like, let's meditate type dude. And I'm enjoying that. I hope we get a Heroes for Hire after this.
I think, I mean, how could you not? I mean, at the very least, I know Luke Cage. You know what's weird is like, so I think someone read the stat a couple weeks ago that I think Luke Cage was the highest like viewed Netflix show. I think because the hype train had built like so far up with the other shows that I think that was the highest like viewed show. That and Iron Fist to me personally weren't that great. They both started good and then fizzled out. But I think the hype there. I think the best thing instead of having 2 season 2s of like mediocrity, they should just kill it and start doing what the movies do. And instead of, you can't really go back after you had a taste of everybody. You can't just go back to that. You got to at least have one person in like half the season or all of them in for an episode. Like the best thing I think has to be like, you know, if you don't get a straight Heroes for Hire, maybe Luke Cage season 2 starts off like the first half is just him, and then he's like, you know, I need to call in some backup, and then you see that, you see that vibe start to come together, and then you see Danny Rand come in for the second half of the season from there on.
Right, definitely. I think they're good in their small dosage. Like I don't want to see a whole series of Iron Fist. Like you said, it's a lot of fillers in there.
Yep.
Some stuff is like you're watching the scene and I find myself evaluating, like, was that scene really necessary? Like it's okay if the shit is 10 episodes, 7 episodes. Make it what you can. Like, think about Stranger Things. Have you seen that yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. That's like what, 8 episodes a season, and it was 1 season, and it did the job. You don't have to do a standard 13 season, and Netflix gives you that freedom. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Maybe they have some kind of constraint because it is Disney at the end of the day.
Yeah, and and I don't even call it like a bad thing. The only downside I think so far is it's taken, and this again, no spoilers, but it takes like the first 4 episodes for like the band for like Voltron to really like form and come together. Before that, you're seeing their paths eventually, and then by episode 4, they fully cross. They form Voltron.
Right, and they connected it well. It didn't feel forced.
No, not at all.
Like they really, even my daughter's 11. She even noted like, wow, they connect. She said they connected this pretty well.
Right.
I was like, yeah, you're right.
So like, the only downside I could see really like for me so far is that there's not 13 episodes or even 10. Like 10's a good round number.
Yeah. How many episodes is this season?
It's only 8, and not.
It's only 8.
It's only 8. Not every episode is a full hour. There's some that are like 54 minutes, and there's some that are like 44 minutes, which is weird too. So like the only like downside that I have so far right now is that it's not 10 episodes. Like it's not longer. Like once you hit episode 4 and you get to the end of that, all you want to do, like that's what I'm about to do once we're done, is watch some more. Like all I want to do is see like 6 or 7 good, like plot-driven, ass-kicking like episodes with everybody, because it took half the season to get them there, and now you want to see them do that. So I don't know.
What do you think of Sigourney Weaver as the villain?
Man, that's
not a spoiler. It's not a spoiler.
Right? Yeah. Again, everything we're discussing highly available in the trailers. It's been known for like a year, whatever. So I think with her, I think it's awesome. They got like some acting royalty with a big name attached. You know, like they've already got the big Marvel names and the big Netflix names out there. But I just think so far she hasn't done anything to like wield any awesome powers. Not like you've seen with like Thanos. If you've seen that like leaked comic, like she hasn't come in and just like shaken up the world and make you go like holy shit. But her presence when she's on screen just commands, you know, like so much.
I love the way she interacted with I was like, wow, this is like, she's cool as hell, man. So far, and she's super rich.
Yeah,
you know, she has resources.
Yep, I just think, I mean, she's an awesome actress. Obviously, I mean, everyone obviously knows her from like Aliens and stuff in the 80s, but she's been some really good. She's been the bad guy in some movies that I've liked, and I'm hoping she saves something for the end of this, where you're just like, you know, your mind's just like.
Right, definitely. This one is definitely more action packed though. I feel like that they're ramping up the action. It's been pretty, like, I'm not mad at it.
Nope, I agree as well. Actually, I don't know how far you said you didn't finish Iron Fist, but one of the bigger complaints of that show was that they were kind of rushed, and the actors and actresses didn't get a lot of time to fully learn the martial arts training, and so in a lot of that show, you see the action scenes. They're cut, they're edited like insanely, like it's real heavy, and that's one thing I've been watching with this so far. Is that it looks like they had the time to take, you know, to actually teach. I think his name's Finn Jones, the guy that plays Danny Rand. Like he actually looks like he learned some martial arts this time versus just throwing punches and kicks and seeing him from the back, knowing that's like an obvious stunt double and stuff. So I've been impressed. He looks impressive, and I think this show like salvaged, because that show like had really high viewers, but it was rated pretty badly. So I think.
Yeah, I couldn't finish it, man. I couldn't. I wasn't motivated to. Like this one, like I'm into this one. Like I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I think this show Defender so far is like totally. It's saving Iron Fist, because I had a pretty bad taste in my mouth after that show. It started off good, and then it sank real quick. But Defender so far is doing justice by Danny Rand.
Absolutely. I'm getting a signal right now from the family, like. They chomping at the bits. They're ready to go. They're ready to go. They ain't gonna leave me though. They ain't gonna leave me,
They want to go. What are they trying to do? Go watch more Defenders?
Yes, sir. Because I feel like we're skirting around some issues because there's some stuff we want to talk about. I'm like, but that's a spoiler. I don't want to do it.
Yes, but I had to at least bring it up in here because I saw you were up there and you were talking. I saw everybody else talking. I was like, I ain't gonna let him disrespect my bae, Chris Ritter. My MCU bae, like that. My previous MCU bae died. It was Haley Atwell, Peggy Carter, but now she's dead.
I got her right here. She cheering you on, man.
Yeah, bro.
She right here cheering you on, bro.
Yeah. I still I saw those figures today. I went to a toy store before I came home, and I saw them, but I'm not about to. You know how kind of like toy shops be asking like $27, $28, and you're like, nah, I'll pass.
Come on now.
I'll pass. I'll wait. I'm gonna wait a couple more weeks, and then I'll be good.
Yeah, they're gonna get hot again. They're gonna get hot. I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna see these go, especially Jessica Jones and Daredevil. They're probably gonna go up a little bit, but with these, like, they're highly available, so they'll be back down in about 2 months, especially once the other waves come out. Because you know this is Marvel Legends collecting has become a hype-driven industry. Like, all you got to do is go against the hype, and you get your figures.
I want to know your thoughts on, like, okay, so let me just preface. So I'll ask the question, then I'll give my thoughts and let you go back. So I want to know your thoughts on the Punisher. There's like a really short trailer. I don't know if it's at the end of this. I saw it on YouTube before I started watching Defenders, and I feel like John Bernthal. I mean, I keep thinking he's just Shane from Walking Dead. I think he like left Atlanta and walked into New York, and now he's like, I just think it's Shane with his story. But I love it. I feel like they've done his character.
And that's terrible. Like, and you watching the show, you're like, this isn't Punisher, man. It's a shame.
I'm waiting for him to be like, you can't save him, Rick. You can't save him, you. Save us, cool. Like, I'm waiting for it. But I love it. Like, I was so afraid they were gonna like Disney-fy him like they did those first few Punisher movies where it was all PG-13 and he was tying guys up and this and that. Like, but they killed it, and it was like such a good idea to like rush that show like into production. And so I'm like, I don't know, and I've stayed pretty spoiler-free. I haven't heard yes or no, but you know, the end of the Defenders and the beginning of Punisher were shooting like around the same time. So I'm like praying that there's a Punisher cameo somewhere in this show. Like, I think it would just it would just make me lose it. So
and what's crazy, we have to avoid the internet.
I know. I'm super hyped for that show, and I've never been a huge Punisher fan. I don't dislike him one bit. I've just never been like, yeah, Punisher's in my top 5 or even top 10.
Right,
so
exactly.
I want to know what your thoughts are on like Shane Punisher or MCU Netflix Shane Punisher.
You know, when Shane became the Punisher, to me was the jail scene in Daredevil. And then from then on, I was like, yo, Shane Punisher is okay. And if they stick to that spirit in the show, we're gonna have a good Punisher. Because I think Punisher is one of those characters where you need more time to kind of dwell into some of his, like, I guess, detectiveness and to see more of the character. And the movies are always too short, man. And I don't know the writers. I'm not familiar with the writers on it, but I'm optimistic about it because, you know, they're gonna get violent on Netflix. And my thing is, it has to be overly violent for me to think it's a success. It has to be like, oh, you gotta look at that. Like,
was Daredevil season 2 not violent enough for you with Shane? I want to make that.
You gotta ramp it up more because it's just Punisher.
That's true. And I think they will. Did you see the trailer for it? It was a teaser. It was only like 50 seconds long, but it looked like, I mean, you're gonna have.
I did see it. It didn't stand out to me as something memorable, but I was like, all right, I agree with it. I wasn't like, oh, this is gonna be trash.
I'm gonna make the hashtag Shanisher. I'm gonna try and combine Shane and Punisher. Shanisher. I'm gonna make it a thing, I hope.
Oh man, because just thinking about that now I won't be able to unsee that though. I won't be able to unsee that. Thank you very much for that, AB.
You're good. You're welcome. I come bearing gifts for the internet. You know.
Oh man.
But
yo, you say you're not gonna finish this Netflix this weekend. You'll be done by tomorrow. Maybe you probably go to sleep. You'll be done probably tomorrow by 4.
No, I mean, I gotta work a little bit tomorrow, but by tomorrow night, I feel like maybe like a week from now we should do a follow up once, because by a week from now we'll have both seen it. It'll be done.
Yeah. I'll be done this weekend. I'll be done. It depends on when my wife and daughter watch it, because we did do a show pack, so I don't know where they are.
Right.
I'm gonna see. I don't know. Did we do a show pack? Like I'm reneging right now. I don't know. I don't know. Because after this, I'm probably put that joint on, man. For real.
Yeah. I
stopped at a good part too.
Did you stop like mid episode, or did you stop after?
Yeah, I stopped like after the intro. The intros on this are dope. Like the cold intros. Like sometimes you caught up in it and you be like, yo, that was just the intro? I found myself like that through a few of them. I'm like, damn, all right. This one's gonna be a good episode, man.
I agree. I wish they could have coordinated a little bit better and just made Frank an official defender for something. Like the end of Daredevil season 2, he was, obviously he was helping Daredevil snipe some ninjas, and I mean this show's got nothing. But
would he have fit in there? You think he would have fit in there?
I think maybe not him like for the full ride of the season, but I feel like he could show up for like 2 episodes somewhere and just everybody's got their different like style and how they're helping New York. But
I just doing is blow some shit up real quick and bounce.
I think it'd be cool if he popped in and just laid waste with like a new arsenal, new like a bunch of weapons he could show off, and then
can you imagine the dynamic between him and Luke Cage?
Yeah,
Luke Cage is gonna be like, yo, you crazy as shit, man.
Right. Yeah.
You can't just be shooting. Yo, you need to chill.
That's why he's a Thunderbolt. He's a member of Thunderbolts, and then we got the Defenders and stuff like that. But I think it'd be cool if he popped in, just like like when. Have you seen the part where like Stick walks in? Are you there yet? Where Stick?
Yeah, I'm there.
And Matt's trying to explain who he is, and he's like, Danny's like, we need to listen to him. He's got a lot of good information, and Matt's like, he's gonna want something, and it's gonna be fucked up. You don't make deals with this guy. Like, I feel like that'd be another good scene where like Castle comes in and he'd lay waste, and I feel like Jessica Jones would be all agreeing with him, like, yeah, let's take this scum out, and then Matt and everybody would be like, nah, you don't want his help, you don't want his kind of, like, I think that'd be a good scene again where you'd see everybody going around the table, throwing out their opinions of it.
Yeah.
And then you'd have Frank thinking he could beat up and take out everybody, even though he's like the only one there with like 0 special abilities,
Here's what I will say. You remind me of Iron Fist, like, he's such a bro. Like, they just need to play that up a little bit, because when he's talking to his girl and she's like, you're not a businessman, and he has this dumb look, and like, I was like, she's basically saying, you're a dumbass, bro. You ain't built for that kind of tactic shit, so you need to be a grunt. And now I just look at him like everything he's just trying to prove he's not this dumb bro, like, yo, I'm part of the team and shit. And then Daredevil was all like, no, that dude there's nothing wise about him at all. He's a dirtbag, you idiot. Like,
he's very gullible, he's out of it. And the thing I like, so the thing I've been thinking about, maybe you have a thought on this too. So every team, whether you got Justice League, Avengers, Guardian, whoever, every affiliation has a leader, right? And I'm trying to figure out, I've only read a handful of like Defender stuff, and I don't know if there is an official leader, because I know with like Heroes for Hire, there was never an official leader. They were just like, yo, bro, this is like 50% you, 50% me. And I've been watching these episodes, and it looks like to me like Iron Fist or Danny is the one like trying to be like the quarterback of the team, and everyone else is like, I'm Randy Moss, bro. I play when I want to. But I'm trying to figure out, like, you have to have a team. You have to have like a Leonardo type, right? Like somebody has to take.
Right. The way the dynamic of the team is, though, I think it's almost like whoever has like a better plan and who can come up with it, and they just support each other depending on what the situation is. Because there's no like, no one is showing like these leadership qualities. Like, you know what I'm saying, calling out plays like, yo, you take them out. It's just a matter of, I think it was Stick who's kind of playing that role. Like, yo, we'll win this together. Like,
Stick's kind of like the Master Splinter. He's the one with all the wisdom.
Right, exactly.
and he's trying to get everybody to like get on the same page with you know, what's at stake and stuff like that. But like, I'm just trying to find out, like, you know, every team has to have somebody that's, you know, even if they're not like, they're not going to be the Captain America of the team. No one, he's not going to yell. You're not going to see anybody yell like "Defenders Assemble" or whatever.
Right.
You're not going to see that. But
I would think who would fit that role maybe Daredevil, and that's because he just has intel before them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, you know, with his powers, he's like, yo, this is the situation. And then, yo, like, all right, it's some guns. I know I need to get to the front. You know what I'm saying? And no one's just calling that out. They're just moving naturally.
Right.
So they do have a good chemistry.
Yeah, I think it.
And even the actors, I think they have good chemistry on like, they don't seem awkward.
Yeah, and I know traditionally in the comics, like Luke Cage has been he's been a leader of a couple different Avengers teams, like the New Avengers. Yeah. So I think honestly, you know, like maybe it's just the machismo like side of things. Like I think he needs, since he's like literally the bulletproof one. Like I think he needs to step up. I don't want him like divvying out orders like a Captain America, because he's not like a, you know, a strategic like war genius. But I kind of want him to be the one to step up and start going like every show is gonna have those lines where they're like, all right, let's go kick some ass, or let's bring the fight to them, you know, or something stupid like that. But you expect that. It's entertainment. It's a TV show.
I do see him being the moral compass of the team. If you think about some of the, you know what I'm saying, dialogue in the show, and just his character, like he's doing this awesome, like, yo, I live in these places, I'm from the streets, I'm trying to help out. Where, you know, Jessica Jones is on a case, Daredevil is trying to figure out if he wants to do the shit or not, and Danny Rand is just he's just not smart enough.
Nah, not yet.
So I think we see Luke may step up.
I think so. I like it. I like what you said, because like Jessica Jones is on her. She's on her like, fuck bitches, get money. Like she's just worried about it.
Right.
You know, she's like that ratchet ass.
Yo, she's just like, yo, this just happened to be dealing with a case I'm dealing with. I don't give a shit about the hand and this big picture thing. So
she's not with it.
No.
Luke is excuse me. Iron Fist he's too gullible, because he's still getting kind of reacclimated to, like, you know, 2017 New York City, United States culture. Matt's kind of like, at this point in the show, if you don't know, or if you haven't seen the trailer, he's kind of retired from being Daredevil from the end of season 2, and Luke's like Big Brother, running around like rescuing cats out of trees.
Right, exactly.
Helping people in the community and stuff like that. Like I really liked in the beginning. I don't want to go too much into it. Like he goes into like helping just like people. Like he's not helping like some big corporation. He's just helping like your neighbor down the street. Like
he'll help someone with some groceries.
Yeah, he'll help.
Simple shit. Yeah. And
I like
he's an every man's man.
Yeah. He's. I don't know. I dig it. I want him by the end of the show. I kind of want him to like, because you can see in the beginning he's the one's like, I'm not looking for no super friends. And like he's like so he's so anti like team up, because he's bulletproof. I mean, really, does he need a teammate? Like he can walk through like anything in this show. So I really think it's gonna be him. It's gonna be that like TV reverse psychology where he's gonna like flip around by the end, and he's gonna be the one who's gonna give the speech and then like bring them together, and then it'll kind of be like Avengers, where I'm guessing they'll part and be like, if we ever need to save the city again, we know where to find each other. But on to our individual Netflix shows now. So I hope Luke like becomes like the pseudo Captain America, like heart of the team or whatever, because I think that'd be pretty awesome.
That'd be dope. And then that's their anchor for that universe down there. Like, I wish they'd introduce more characters, man. That's my beef with the Netflix ones. Like, they're street level villains, man. I wouldn't be mad if Hammerhead walked up, or even Tombstone. That'd be super dope, man.
So when they mentioned they call him the man in the white hat or something like that, and they start describing this guy, and again, he's not a major character so far anyway, so there's no crazy spoilers, but they start talking about this guy who moved up through the ranks, and they start talking about how he's a black man and this and that. And so I'm totally like waiting for them to name drop like Lincoln. I can't remember his last name, but Lincoln whatever. And I was like, oh shit, did they low key sneak Tombstone into this? Because Tombstone was his comic history. He's a gangster. He's a drug dealer. He
has some street level shit.
Yeah, he has like strong arm men. Like he got bodyguard. Like he would fit perfectly. And by the time he gets his like powers and whatever, and his skin changes, he's a guy that could go toe to toe and fight Luke Cage without looking silly, like in Luke Cage, and a guy putting on like a Ghostbusters backpack and and punching around Cage. Like Tombstone and Luke could just have like a legit like standoff, and it would be super fun to watch while the others are fighting like hand ninjas or samurai, or something that would be appropriate for Daredevil and those guys.
Definitely.
But who knows? We got some more episodes. There could be something cool in store.
Yeah, we do.
I like the way it draws.
You good?
Yeah, it draws really nice.
Welcome to the future.
Is your girl got any Defenders thoughts? Does she not get in front of the camera?
Nothing yet. I'm ready to go back at this episode, bro. I'm ready for it.
You got any,
we're gonna have
final thoughts?
Here, bro.
Anything you want to discuss before we let y'all back to Netflix and it chilling?
We talk figures. Nothing, man. What about you? I feel like you got something.
Now, I just had to jump on for sure real quick and defend Kristen Ritter. The figure, I think your mans was talking about that thigh gap or something on her, whatever was going on.
Yo, somebody was like that thigh gap. I was like, man, you
I don't know. I play the waiting game lately with Hasbro stuff, so I'll wait till everyone else is out there, running over kids Black Friday style, trying to cop stuff right now, and then I'm trying to think of what I told you I had
paying $55.
Yeah. I told you I had the 2-pack set.
You disgust me.
Probably hard to see, but I got
nice.
I got that.
I ended up trading Ego. I traded him.
I heard that. I was watching. I agree totally. He's there's not the figure looks good, but there's just nothing to him because he's not a guy that comes with a lot of accessories or anything crazy like that. Right. So I just kind of wanted it because I don't want to see that figure like 3 years from now for like $50 and be like, remember when nobody wanted that 2-pack?
Yeah. So I'll pick him up on the aftermarket.
Yeah,
I don't want another Star-Lord, man.
Yeah, man. You were talking about on the last show there the tech that they were using. It's called like the photorealistic tech or something, or the face printing technology is what they've started doing. I don't remember who it was, but somebody this week put out this article. I think somebody like nobody big. No offense if you're watching this or see this. Like I think it was some guy with like a blogger account or his own personal like page or something. But he did this comparison.
I think I've seen it. I wanted to read that one too.
It was like from like 3 years ago, what the movie Chris Pratt looked like, and the movie figures then to like now. And Hasbro finally caught on and started doing that the face printing technology, and it's like, man, I'll tell you that first wave of Guardians, the movie figures, they're garbage. Ugh. They are horrible.
Yes, horrible. They are.
And then I saw the first Star-Lord from the first wave of Guardians 2, and I was like, holy shit, is that a little Chris Pratt trapped in a plastic box? That's a little Chris Pratt trapped in a plastic box. I need to free him right now. I got to get him right now and free him. He's going to die in that box. And I bought him with the quickness and the swiftness.
I'm a guy like, I never was a fan of the cinematic universe figures, but now I'm on board, man.
Yeah, preach, man. Hasbro finally caught on, and now every MCU figure looks like amazing, and I hate it because I hated the movie figures too. I was like, if I pass it, I'll pass it, and I won't even lose any sleep. Now I'm like, now I need like all the Hemsworth Ragnarok figure. I need all like. I wish like Fox and Hasbro were getting along better, because it would have been awesome to see like some Logan movie figures like with that.
Oh, I know, bro.
That tech they got.
Oh. We need a movie Deadpool. We need a cinematic Deadpool, man.
Yeah, we need a lot of stuff, but like you said, we've been getting lessons on top of lessons on top of lessons like with this year with so many figures, and even stuff they revealed recently at Comic-Con. Like they're listening. They're listening. It's just you can only put out so much in a calendar year.
For real, because you've been through the head and chest years, man. When it was like, yo. Is this figure even available?
Right.
Did this figure even release?
I see. I'm just looking. I'm looking around the back. Now that you're sitting down, I can see more of your stuff. I'm rocking. I see some Team Herbie there. I see your Herbie in the background.
Yes.
I see that. And I want to. One day, I got the exact likeness, but that. What did we call the maskless head, the swappable head on the Cosmic Spider-Man? Wasn't that Steal Your Bitch Spider-Man?
Oh yeah, yes it was. Steal Your Bitch Spidey.
I see him. I see him back there.
Clean as hell, man.
Yeah, he's plotting. He's like, oh, don't let your girl wrap me up, son. Oh, you got a Bentley? I got cosmic power.
Man, they got his hair slicked back, man.
He's got it. I want to.
Yo, have you been reading? Yo, there's a new Dr. Octopus that looks cool as shit, and we need that figure is coming soon. I know it.
I was gonna say, did you see that leak today about the next Spider-Man wave?
I did.
It was just a list. There was no pictures or nothing, but there was a list of.
And those lists they've been pretty accurate. They've been pretty accurate as of late.
That thing's 100%. So there's a new Doc Ock coming out.
So I'm not, we'll see. We'll see. I think we're gonna get the announcement at ASCON.
Yes, sir.
They're gonna have a few things to announce. Good, ready? All right, give me 2 minutes. I'm about to end. We're about to end. Hey, AB. They're ready to rock.
I understand. So am I. But I wasn't gonna let you just disappear without us talking a little bit more. So
I appreciate you.
I need to get some 2 cents in, and still messing with this YouTube, Google, Saturday mornings nonsense. But I like this. Like, I feel like the regular show can still be the regular show, and then we call this one like the after party. That's like for the people who are still up, like the late show, the after party.
Because we definitely get into the weeds of things. You know what I'm saying? Like more detailed stuff. So this is definitely dope, and I love your perspective. You got a dope perspective. I learned it all from watching you, sir. Ah, there you go. Flattery will get you everywhere.
All right, man. I'll let you take it out. I'm good.
All right, brother. Thanks for those of you that are tuning in, or if you probably look at this later. Thanks for tuning in to the Saturday Morningz after party. That's my man AB, killing in the game, and I'm Chris Brand, and we are out. Get us out of here.